Good morning, guys. Hang on just a second. Let's make sure YouTube is streaming. And we are good. Hey, welcome to Miss Kim's classroom. I'm so glad that you all are here this morning. We have so many things to learn about. So get on up out of your chairs or off the floor, wherever you're standing, sitting, and let's get ready for chapel time. All right, just some adjustments here for Facebook. You guys good? All right, first, as always, American flag pledge. So everybody standing nice and tall. Let me see those shoulders back nice and tall, ready to pledge. Here we go. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job. Next we have our Christian flag. Here it is. Nice and tall, no slouching still, standing at attention. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the Christian flag and to the Savior for whose kingdom it stands. One Savior, crucified, risen, and coming again, with life and liberty to all who believe. Very nice. Life and liberty. It's a pretty sweet promise, isn't it? All right. And now our Bible. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the Bible, God's holy word. I will make it a lamp unto my feet, a light unto my path, and will hide its words in my heart, that I may not sin against God. Now, get it on your shoulders. Here we go. Come on. I can't hear you. The B-I-B-L-E. Yes, that's the book for me. I stand alone on the word of God. The B-I-B-L-E spells Bible. Good job. Good job. Hey, now make sure you let me know if you're out there, because I want to know that you're with me. And also, I want to see your prayer requests popping up. So let me know what you have for prayer requests today, okay? All right. Now, let's see. This is the day that the Lord has made, We will rejoice, woohoo! We will rejoice and be glad in it, This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. You know, I was thinking there's one that we haven't done in quite some time. Get your shoulders ready. Do you know what it is? Come on. Get those shoulders loosened up. You're going to need them. Roll them. Come on. What song are we going to sing? What song do we need our shoulders for? The Bible Book Bop. That's right. Here we go. Bible books. Bible books. Do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. Do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. Gonna learn all the books from the bottom to the top and do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. Do the bop. Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, and Ruth. We'll do the bop. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles makes me wanna sing and do the bop. Do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. Do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. If you learn this song, you'll impress your mom and pop. So do the Bible Book Bop. Bible books. Come on. Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs. Do the bop. Ecclesiastes, Song of Songs, Isaiah, Jeremiah. Do the bop. Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, and Hosea. Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum. Do the bop. ba, ba, ba. Do the Bible book, ba, ba, Bible books. Do the Bible book, ba, ba, Bible books. Gonna soak it in your brain like water in a mop. And do the Bible book, ba, ba, Bible books. Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. We've made it through the old, now let's move on to the new and see what we can find. Come on, guys, don't let me be singing this by myself. Come on, deep breath. Where are my students? New Testament, here we go. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, and Corinthians. 1 and 2. Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, and Thessalonians. 1 and 2. 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus, and Philemon. Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, and John. 1, 2, 3. And don't forget, Jude, do the Bible book, ba, ba, Bible books. Do the Bible book, ba, ba, Bible books. Gonna learn all the books from the bottom to the top. Soak it in your brain like water in a mop. If you learn this song, you'll impress your mom and pop. We had a lot of fun. I wish we didn't have to stop. And do the Bible book, ba, ow! Revelation. Good job, good job. I love singing the Bible book, bop. And I think you would be surprised at how many times when I'm looking for books in the Bible, that's what I do. I go through, I sing it in my head, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, till I find the book that I need to be in. It's such a helpful tool. So I hope it's helpful for you all as well. All right, now my sweet students, let's look at the calendar. Here we go. Let's see, let's take these guys down until we're ready for Bible time. We'll just let them sit right over here because that's going to be so much fun today. All right, and let's put our calendar up. Here we go. Now, are we still in September? Yes, we're still in September. And today is Tuesday, so we need a number. Let's count off our numbers. Count with me. Hold on, where's my pointer so I'm not in the way and you can see better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What's next? What do we need for today? What is today's date? The 15th. Good job. Let's count them off again. Uh-oh. It's trying to turn loose on us. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So today is Tuesday, September 15th, 2020. Just about another week in summertime, technically, but oh, I can feel the fall in the air. Can't you? Can you feel it? Now, Carrot is here to talk to you about the weather today. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But let's sing our Days of the Week song. Are you ready? Come on, guys. Let's sing about the days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. There's even Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Good job. Now, how about the months? Oh, we haven't sung the month song in a while. Can we sing our month song? January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's the months of the year. Good job. Hey, Juliana and Colleen, good morning. Thank you for letting me know that you're out there, guys. Hey, parents, if you're watching and your kids are watching, make sure you're typing their names for me so that I can give them a shout out because I love talking to my students while I'm teaching. Yes, I do. So let me know that you're out there. Juliana and Colleen, I hope you're having a great morning so far. I do indeed. All right. So there's that calendar. Now, Carrot wants to talk to you about the weather. Don't you, Carrot? Look at her sweet little dress that she wore for you today. Now, Carrot, do you think you're going to need your raincoat today? Possibly, maybe. Yeah. So we'll keep it close by, right? Do you need your winter coat today? No, I don't think so either. I don't think you need your winter coat. And let's see. You think it's going to be warm today? Yeah. Let's look out our window. Look out our window over here. Is the sun shining, Carrot? Yes. So let's look at our weather pictures today. Let's see. Is it snowing today? No. It is not snowing. Is the wind blowing real hard right now outside, Carrot? No. Not today. Let's see. Carrot, does it look like it's pouring rain outside? Nope, not today. How about, is the sun shining? Yes, the sun is shining. Oh, you're such a sweet little bunny rabbit. And then, do you think there's a few clouds? Possibly, right? Maybe a few clouds out there. Maybe some rain later today. But is it storming right now? Nope, not right now. I hope it doesn't today, don't you? Yeah, I hope it stays away. All right, so that is our weather today. Good job, Carrot. I love your beautiful little dress. Can you guys see what's on it? It has little bunnies. Isn't that such a sweet dress? You like all your new clothes so you can be our weather bunny, don't you? Yeah, she's a very sweet weather bunny. All right, guys. Carrot, are you ready to pray today? You are? Can you tell the boys and girls bye? Wave bye. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, well, sure you can. Yeah, she said she wants to stay right here while we pray. Can she hang out with us while we pray? I think it's a good idea, don't you? All right. All right, so, right. Carrot, you start there. Get your hands up, everybody. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fingers. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little fingers. 7 little, 8 little, 9 little fingers. 10 little fingers folded in prayer. Bow your heads and close your eyes, guys. Dear God, I thank you so much for this day. Lord, I thank you for the fact that we can look out and see your beautiful creation and talk about weather. And Lord, I thank you that you have so many things that you teach us. And so, Lord, today in our classroom, may we have open minds and hearts to hear what you want us to learn today. And Lord, I just ask that you be with all of our families. Lord, be with moms and dads while they're away at work today. Lord, may they have a wonderful day. And Lord, I pray for all of my students that they have a great day in their schoolwork once we're finished with our classroom time, Lord. Lord, I thank you for all that serve us, our police officers, our firemen, our military, our medical workers, those who deliver things for us, those who maintain our buildings and our highways. Lord, I thank you so much for all who make our communities what they are. Father, I thank you for our teachers, and I thank you for our principals, and I thank you for all of our churches, Lord, where our families can come together and learn about you and grow together closer to you. Father, I just ask that a special blessing upon our students today. Lord, I do want to lift up Miss Melissa's friend who's having the surgery today to have a tumor removed. And Lord, I just thank you that that sweet baby was born early but is healthy. And Lord, I just ask that that family just feel you all around them during this season, God. Lord, for those who are suffering with COVID, Lord, I just ask for quick healing with them. And Lord, for those who are doing research to try to find a vaccine, Lord, I just pray for guidance from you, that they will seek you for the wisdom that they need. Father, may all that we say and do today glorify and honor you. It is in the precious name of Jesus that I pray. Amen. Amen. All right, Carrot, are you ready to go listen? Yeah? Okay, tell them bye now. All right, I'll see you in a little while. You hang out right here, okay? Don't go anywhere. You sit right there and listen to our lesson. Be a good bunny. Got it? Okay. All right. Can we review some colors and shapes? Are you ready? Oh, there's Miss Maudie. Good morning, Miss Maudie. I've missed you, friend. Thank you for being here this morning. All right, let's review our colors and shapes. What shape is this? Well, it's a rectangle. Good job. You guys are so smart. And let's see, what shape is this one? Can you see it? Circle. That's right, it's a circle. Oh, hold on. What color is this rectangle? Blue. Good job. And what color is our circle? Yellow. Good job. Now, what shape is this? It's a triangle. That's right. And what color is the triangle? It is yellow as well. All right. What color is my crayon? Blue. It's a blue crayon. And what shape do we have here? Square. You guys are so smart. Remember, what makes it a square? It has 4 sides that are even, right? 4 even sides. And what color is my square? Green. Good. Good job. How about this shape? Looks like an egg, doesn't it? It's a oval. Yes. Good job. It's an oval. And what color is it? Purple. Good. It's the same color as Carrot's dress today. Now, what color is this crayon? Yellow. Good job. And what color is this crayon? Orange. Hey, I got my fall leaves out last night. I'm fixing to start decorating for fall. I love fall. And let's see. What color is this crayon? Red. Good job. And what shape is this one? A diamond. What did we say the other word for diamond is? Can you tell me? Rhombus. Yes, rhombus. Good job. And what color is this crayon? Green. Good. Good job. And purple. Yep. You guys are so smart. Now, I have some other questions for you. Now, this is for my preschool friends. So you big kids, hang in there, and maybe help your siblings, okay? Can you tell me which truck is smaller? Is this one smaller or is this one smaller? Yes, good job. The one on the top is smaller. Now, which one of these is smaller? Is it this one or this one? Yes, this one is smaller. This one is bigger. This one is smaller. Good. Let's look at a few more. Can we? Which apple is smaller? We're looking for the smallest one. That means it's not as big as the other one. So is this the smaller? Good. All right, preschool friends, how about this one? Which one is smaller? This guy, yes. Which one is bigger? Good. Good job. All right, just a few more. How about these? Look at these little alligators. Aren't they so cute? Which one is smaller? Good. Which one is bigger? Good. And how about these helicopters? Which one is bigger? Which one is smaller? Good. Good job. You guys are so smart. You're ready for college. All right. Now, let's see. We did our colors and our shapes. We did some size comparisons. We did the weather. We did the calendar. We prayed. Let's see. What do you want to do next? How about our Bible story? Are you ready for our Bible story? All right. Now, before we get ready for our Bible story, how about we do some stretching before we sit down crisscross applesauce? Because I'll bet some of you have been standing up this whole time. So, stretching all the way to the top. Come on. Stretch, stretch, stretch as far as you can. Come on. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, good. And now, where are we going? All the way to the floor. All the way down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the right. Good. And to the left. Good. To the right again. Yep. To the right and to the left. Yep. And now let's turn. And let's turn. Oh, it feels good, doesn't it? Turn. Turn. Pull that arm across. Stretch those biceps and those muscles in your back. Stretch. Oh, good. And kind of roll those shoulders a little bit. Good, good. All right, you guys ready for Bible now? Okay, sit down. If you're sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce. If you're sitting down at the table, then hop in your chair, have a seat, hands in your lap if you're sitting on the floor, because we want to be very still to hear. Got it? Hey, Shelly. Hey, Mr. Bob. Good morning, guys. Who else has jumped on? Let's see. Oh, there's Miss April. Yay. Good morning, everybody. All right, so it's time for our Bible story. Now, do you remember who we talked about yesterday? Let's see. Let me pull him out. Let's see. Remember this guy named Abram? Remember? And he had a wife named... Oh, Bailey hears somebody. Had a wife named... Do you remember what it was? Sarai. So it was Abram and Sarai. And then God changed it to Abraham and Sarah. Remember? All right, so turn on your listening ears and let's talk about our Bible story. So Abram grew up living in a town called Ur, U-R. And Abram loved God, but many of his neighbors who lived in the city, well, they didn't love God. And they worshipped like the moon and the stars and the sun, and they made sacrifices to their fake gods in the temples. Abram said, I don't care who they worship. I'm going to worship the one and only true God. The only God I'm going to worship is the true God who loves me and takes care of me. Now, one day, Abram's father, Terah, said, we are moving, and I'm sure that won't make you unhappy. I'm glad we can leave this wicked city and go to a place called Canaan. Oh boy, here we go. When they arrived halfway, Abram's father stopped and he said, we're going to live here for a while. Now, let's see. Abram obeyed his father and stayed there until his father died. Then God talked to Abram and he said, leave your country behind you and your own people and go to a land that I will show you. Abram didn't know where he was supposed to go, but you know what he did? He trusted God. God knew exactly where he was going to go. So Abram and Sarah chose to obey. Now, his wife, Abram, may have said, Abram, are you sure God told us to leave? He at least ought to tell you where we're going and what town we're moving to. Anyway, we like living here. I don't need to know where I'm going, said Abram. I do know I trust God and I should obey him. He promised to bless me and I will become the father of a great nation. So here they are, right? So let's see. Let's put up some trees. Let's set our scene, right? Got to have some trees. And, oh, how about some flowers? Well, let's have some flowers over here by the water. Well, that looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay. Let's see. Here's this. And we'll put some palm trees over here. Put some of these little trees around here. How's that? Is that looking okay for y'all? Here's some bushes over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. What else do I have here? I pulled out all kinds of things last night for our Bible story to make it fun. Now here we have a little building sitting over here. Let's put that there. Okay. Now, if Abram was leaving, he had to take his people and his livestock. Because remember, his nephew Lot was going with him. We've already talked about that a little bit. Oh, so we've got to get all the animals together. Let's get all the animals. We got to have the pigs and the cows and the sheep. Look at all these sheep. Just look at them all. Oh, you know how I love baby sheep, right? You know? We got all the sheep. Oh, let's make sure we get our donkeys. We got to have our donkeys. Oh, and these fellas are coming with their, look, see how they're packed up? They're packed up. Gotta have the camels. Gotta have the camels. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, so glad you're here for Bible time. Oh, here's some more cows. Just to look at all this that we are going to take with us. Well, I don't know where that bird came from. He's not going. Here's another donkey. Let's put him over here. Okay. And here's the people. So the people are getting ready to go. You're getting ready to go. Let's get some more people here. He needs to take care of the sheep, and you can get over here and take care of the donkey. Got a couple kids. We've got to take the kids with us, right? Got to take the kids. These guys are chilling over here on the grass under the trees, waiting for direction. Oh, not you, not yet. All right, you think we've got it going on now? I'm gonna switch out Abram. Sorry, that was supposed to be Abram. Wrong dude. All right. Oh wait, here's some more people. There we go. Now, you think they're ready now? You think that's pretty good? Bailey says it's good. Oh, Miss Linda. Well, you know what? I just read Miss Linda's comment, so we're going to take a break in our Bible lesson. And you know what? We're going to thank the Lord that Miss Teresa knew Jesus and that she's going to be with him. And she is not suffering anymore. You know, and it's difficult for us that get left behind here, isn't it? Hey, Miss Allison. But I'm so thankful that, you know what? For those of us that follow Jesus, we get to see Teresa one day when we all get to be in heaven together, right? What a great reunion it will be. So I'm sorry for the sadness, Miss Linda, but I'm super excited that she knew Jesus and that she's in a place where there's no more sin and no more suffering. Thank you for letting me know. And we'll continue to pray for her family. Absolutely. And for you, Miss Linda. Absolutely. Thank you for letting me know. All right, guys. So check it out. How does that look? Does that look okay to you? I'm going to get out of the way. What do you think? We got a good Abram. Hey, Miss Heather. I just saw your name, friend. Good morning. All right, so what do you think? So Abraham and Sarah, they're ready to go. Got their things together. Let's see what happens next. So remember, Abram said, oh, I don't need to know where to go. I'm just going where the Lord tells me. I'm just going to obey him. Well, we've got to take our servants too, Sarah said. So we've got them all ready to go. What a hurry and a scurry there was. Food and clothes were packed on donkeys and camels. Got it. Some walked along with the cows and the sheep. Oh, there was lots of them. Remember, I told you that. Abraham and Sarah and Lot traveled many days and nights. It was hot and it was dusty. Oh my goodness. They were often very tired. At last, they stopped near a place called Bethel. At different times, Abram built altars and worshiped God. So this is what he did in Bethel too. Now I thought I had, hang on, bear with me a second, here it is. So here he is praying. So he would build an altar, often out of stones, maybe like these stones here. He would build an altar. I should have brought a picture of stones. Sorry about that. But we're just going to, how about this? Can we just use our stones from the water? And he would build up an altar, and he would pray and talk to God. So there he is. Let's see. So he built the altar when he got to Bethel, and he prayed. Now, both Abram and Lot were very wealthy. They had sheep and cattle and many servants. But there were too many animals and not enough pasture there where they had stopped. So fights broke out between the herdsmen of Abraham, and Lot. There isn't enough land for your animals and mine, said Abraham. We are godly men, and I don't want our neighbors who don't love God to see our people fighting. Because then they would say, well, they say they love the Lord, but they're fighting. So they couldn't do that, right? So let's see. What do you think? Abraham said, I have an idea. Look over there to the east. Can you see over there in the east? Now look over there to the west. This is what he told Lot. Look over there to the west. Now, you choose where you would like to live, and you can have that land. And then I'll take what's left. You see, Abraham was very kind, and he let his nephew Lot choose first. God had helped Abraham to not be a selfish person. What land did Lot choose? The land on the east side that was beautiful countryside with lots of water and green grass for his sheep. But he had made a mistake, you see. The land he chose was near a very wicked city. Abraham had the land to the west that wasn't green or beautiful, really. But God had a happy surprise for Abram. Look as far as you can see in all directions, God told him. All directions. Look as far as you can see out there. Are you guys looking? Look as far as you can see out there. All this land will someday be yours, God told Abraham. So, Abraham moved his tent to Hebron, and once again, he built an altar to worship God. Abraham wanted to talk to God often so he would remember to do what was right. Abraham learned to love his new land, and he never forgot to talk to God and to worship him. Let's remember this. God blesses obedience. We shouldn't let security and comfort of a present position or home make us miss God's plan for our life. So remember what I told you? He told Lot, he said, oh, you go over here where all the green, you pick, Lot. You pick where you want to be. And so Lot picked this over here with all the beautiful green, right? And over here there wasn't any green. But this is where Abraham and Sarah went. And there's Lot. Lot with his people. Here's Abraham. Sarah. It's not very green and pretty over here on their side, is it? But see, God had taught Abraham not to be selfish. He had taught him to be kind. So he said, Lot, you pick. You pick and you take whichever side you want. And so that's what he did. And him and his people went over here. Uh-oh. And Lot and his people, well, they went and sat up over here. I don't see any green over here, do you? Must have been hard to feed all the animals. But remember what God said to him? Abraham, I want you to look out as far as you can see. All of that is going to be yours. So, while he might have sacrificed to be obedient, to not be selfish, to be kind as God had told him, he didn't have all the green, lush, beautiful land. He was obedient. And you see how that obedience turned into a huge blessing? Because now he gets all of that land. And there's some green, pretty grass. We shouldn't let, I'm going to read that last sentence from our lesson to you again. God blesses obedience. We should not let security and comfort of a present position or a present home make us miss God's plan for our life. Because you know, it's so true. Oftentimes we get so comfortable, don't we? We get so comfortable. Oh, I love my home. And oh, I love my neighborhood. What do you mean you want me to move? God, you want me to move? Think about our missionaries. When God called them to the mission field, maybe to go to a third world country where there's not even running water. You want me to do what? But when they do, don't you see how God blesses them? It might take sacrifice. We might have to sacrifice just like Abraham did. But God blesses obedience. And if we're doing what He's told us to do, oh, He'll bless us. We should not be so comfortable where we are that we miss what He's telling us to do. Just like Abraham. And you hear what happened. You heard in the story what happened to Lot, didn't you? Oh, he picked this beautiful, what looked like the best choice because it was so green and lush and beautiful. But what was he near? A wicked city. Oh no. Well, you think maybe he was being a little selfish? Maybe. I don't know. Kind of sounds that way to me. Didn't work out so good for him, did it? We're going to learn all about it in the days ahead. We're going to keep reading through this story to see what happens. All right? Okay, so that is our story for today. Don't you love building our story with our pictures? I love it. I love these felt characters. Some people say, you know what some people say? Some people say, them felt characters, man, that's so old. That's what people used to do when we were little. But it's still good. I love teaching with felt characters because it gives us a good visual, right? We get to see the Bible story played out through these felt characters. And it helps us to retain it and to keep it with us. So, thank you for joining me for our Bible story. Now, if you... Bailey hears somebody again. You hear her barking? All right. You know, yesterday I told you to bring your imagination hat. Miss Leanne, I see you jumped on. Did you bring your imagination hat? Well, I sure hope so, because we're fixing to go to France. Grab your backpack. Have you got your backpack? Uh-oh. Dropped something. Oh, it's all right. I just turned over a board. It's all good. So you got your backpack? Okay. I got my Imagine hat on. Let's see. You got your passport? Mine's in my backpack. Got your passport? Ready to go? All right. Now, got your hat on. Got your passport. Got your backpack. You got your water bottle? Because we're going to France, you know. We're going all the way to France. Let me get my map. Just so you know where we're going. So we're over here, right? We're right here. We're here. And we're going all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, all the way over here to where our other friend, Miss Melissa, we got a couple friends that are named Melissa, but our France Melissa, we'll call her, she lives over here. So we're going to where she lives, all the way across. Are you ready? All right, so buckle up. Click. You ready? Because it's going to be like jet super force. Here we go. Here we are. We're in France. Guess where we're going today? I told you some of the places we were going to visit. Here is where we are today. The Arc de Triomphe. Now, the Arc de Triomphe, I'm going to give you some facts about it while you're looking at it. Look at the detail in the artwork. Can you see it? Isn't that beautiful? Here's my Facebook friends. Can y'all see that? YouTube friends. Look at all the detail. Somebody had to build this. Look at all that detail. Wow. Here's some information for you. Turn on your listening ears while you're looking. Look at how tall it is. Wow. The Arc de Triomphe, it took 30 years to build it. 30 years. It's almost as old as I am. And some of the things that you'll hear about that happen here is a military parade marking July 14th, which is also known as the French National Day or Bastille Day. It begins its journey there at the arch. It stands at the center of the Place Charles de Gaulle, formerly called Place de l'Étoile. And let's see what else we got here. Napoleon I commissioned the Triumphal Arch in 1806, a long time ago, after his great victory at the Battle of Austerlitz in 1805. This was to celebrate the military achievements of the French armies. Wow. Hey, Carrot, you could have worn your camouflage today to represent the military. Look at that. Let's see. It began to be built, construction began in 1806 on August 15th, which happened to be Napoleon's birthday. Look at that. Let's see. We're going to skip through. There's a whole lot of other information. Y'all can read all about it in your history books. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's talk about the decorations. Part of the Arch of Titus in the Roman Forum decorated high-relief sculptures celebrating military victories. We talked about that. And there's facades on the arch's 4 pedestals by Francois Rude and Jean-Pierre Cortot and Antoine Etex. Or Ete, it would be in French. The most famous of those sculptors is Rude's group, or he may even pronounce it Rude's, but we'll go with Rude. Departure of the Volunteers of 1792. So that's some of this artwork that you can see on here. All right. Let's see. Other surfaces are decorated with names of hundreds of generals and their battles. Now listen to this. Are you ready? Do you like climbing steps? Because we're going to climb them. Here you go. You ready? 284 steps reach from the ground level to the top of the monument. 284. I might need some water before we get there. Let's see. An elevator goes part of the way of the monument, but from there, the top where an observation deck is located can only be reached by climbing the rest of the steps. Well, I'm glad we're going to get to ride the elevator for a little ways. Oh, goodness. Let's see. There's a museum there in the arch. Not the arc, the arch. Beneath the arch, listen to this, this is cool, lies France's Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, added in 1921. And there's a flame that burns there, a remembrance flame that was first lit in 1923. So they put the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier there in 1921. They lit this remembrance flame in 1923, and they relight it every evening. Every evening, even today. And then yearly, they have a ceremony there marking the anniversary of the 1918 armistice that ended World War I. And it's held there at the arch. Isn't that cool how they light that light every day to remember the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier? It's pretty sweet. Now, it says in the things that I was reading in my notes here that that the coffins of many French luminaries such as Victor Hugo and Ferdinand Foch have lain in state there until they were buried somewhere else. That was a pretty big honor, wasn't it? And then there's all these other victory parades that happen there at the arch, representing invasions of Germany back in the 1871 and 1940. And then the France and its allies, 1918, 1944, when Paris was liberated during World War II. And 1945 after the end of the war in Europe. So much is emphasized and celebrated through this beautiful Arch de Triomphe. How cool that we got to go there with our little passports today. All right, so you got all your stuff because we're fixing to jet back to our classroom. Are you ready? Buckle up. Click. Here we go. It's going to throw you back because it's jet force. You ready? All right, we're back. imagination hats off. Put our backpacks down. You can have a seat if you want, because now we're going to talk about states and capitals in the United States. So, let's see here. Our states and capitals, well, I just put the map now. Here we go. Remember, we've gone all the way from this top corner all the way down to here this week. All the way down to here. Hey, Bobby! What's going on, man? I love you guys too. Oh, I miss you guys. Thank you for coming to my classroom. It's so good to have you with us. So let's go over our states and capitals for this week, and then we're going to review all the rest of them. So this is this week's list, okay? We've got Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Can everybody see that? That's our 5 new for this week. So we're up to 5, 10, 15, 20 states and capitals that we are learning so far from the United States of America. Now, remember what I said. If you don't have one of these laminated, I want you to let Miss Kim know, because I will mail you one. Because you need to be tracing these, because at the end of our school year, I know that all of my sweet students, my virtual students, are going to be able to draw this free-handed. And you'll be able to do that if you're practicing tracing every day. So we've got 20 states right in this section of the United States that we're tracing and learning about. Now, did you guys make your flashcards? Oh, I sure hope you did, because you need to be playing games and quizzing your friends. You can even quiz your moms and dads. How cool would that be? So you put the state on one side of the index card, and you put the capital on the other side of the index card, and you quiz and see if they can tell you what is what. So much fun. I encourage you to do that. So let's go through all 20 that we have learned so far. So we have Augusta, Maine. I'm going to get closer. Can you guys see this? All right. Augusta, Maine, Concord, New Hampshire, Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut, Montpelier, Vermont, Albany, New York, Trenton, New Jersey, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Dover, Delaware. Got it? Are you with me? Come on. Annapolis, Maryland, Richmond, Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, and then our 5 new this week, come on, say it with me, Atlanta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Montgomery, Alabama, Jackson, Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right, that's our 5 for this week. So this is 20 that I want you guys working on. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're learning them in sets of 5. Be working on your states and capitals. Be tracing your states, because I promise you, listen, when Julia was younger, she learned how to draw all of them freehand, because she traced them every day, over and over and over and over and over. And pretty soon she could draw them. And she learned how to draw the whole world and all the continents by doing that, by tracing. So if you'll trace it every day, that old matter up in here that we're going to talk about as part of our science today, it will remember these things, okay? If you do it over and over, it'll remember. So it's so important. So important. All right, speaking of that matter up in here, today for our science, we are talking about so for this whole week, I introduced yesterday. Here we go. So we have the central nervous system, that is the brain and the spinal cord. And then we have the peripheral nervous system, which is the nerves. You got it? You with me? So central, there's 2 parts to the central nervous system, the brain and the spinal cord. And then the peripheral is all the nerves. So as soon as I find what I did with my piece of paper with all my notes, we are going to talk about that. Oh, what did I do with it? I just printed it earlier. Here we go. Right here in this book. So, the central nervous system, remember what I said? It's made up of 2 parts. The brain, let me grab my brain. Here's my brain. The brain and the spinal cord, which runs down kind of like our vertebral column right here. runs right along in line with that. Okay? So, that's the two parts of the central nervous system. Now, you older kids that are taking notes, here are some things that I want to point out to you. Okay? Are you with me? All right. So, there are three parts of the brain. The brain is what we're going to focus on today. The brain has the cerebrum, which is all of this part right here, the cerebrum, okay? And it has the brain stem, which is this long piece right here that joins with that runs, like I said, runs along with your vertebrate column. And then you have this part right here, which is the cerebellum, okay? So let's talk about it. The cerebrum right here is where your big thinking happens. Like that whole tracing and memorizing the states and capitals, all that big thinking happens all up in this part right here, okay? It's where your conscious actions are controlled. So, let's see. And then we have the cerebellum, which is this part right here. See these brown pieces right here on my brain? See that? That's the cerebellum. And the cerebellum means little cerebrum, okay? And this part is the part that controls your muscle movements that you need to do, like standing up and not falling over. It helps you to balance. So when you're learning to walk as a little kid, that's the part that's developing, that's helping you to be balanced. That part right there, okay? It takes care of you standing up. It helps your body coordinate all your muscle movements, all right? So it's very, very important. And you know what? When you wear a helmet, that's why it's important that you wear a helmet when you're riding your bike, because you want to protect all of this. Because if this were to get injured, well, you would have a hard time standing up, right? Okay. Now, this part right here, the brain stem, is what connects the brain to your spinal cord, all right? This brain stem connects your spinal cord that runs along there in your vertebral column to the brain. The brain stem, let's see, it connects it so that the rest of the body can communicate with your brain. We need that so that the rest of our body can communicate with this little matter, this squishy matter that's up there. Now, it controls our basic things like breathing. Oh. Well, we need to breathe, right? Now, can you control your breathing? Yes, because you can hold your breath and let it out. So you're controlling that. But the truth is, even though it's a voluntary muscle and we can decide to hold our breath, I don't have to think about breathing, right? I naturally breathe. And that's because the brain stem is communicating between the brain and the lungs and the diaphragm and helping us to breathe, right? We don't even have to think about it. Thank you, sweet Allie. Hey, girl. Thanks for joining chapel. Yeah, girl. Supporting it today. Love our liberty. Now, let's see. We can use the cerebrum to override the brain controls when we decide to hold our breath. Like if I'm swimming and I want to go under the water, I can decide to hold my breath, right? But do I have to think about breathing the rest of the time? No, because all of this is communicating. It's like this is the network to the rest of my body, all right? Now, we also need to talk about the outer parts of the cerebrum. The outer parts of this, which is called the cerebral cortex. Now, you want to know why it's so folded and bumpy looking? Can you see that? Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Whew. It's folded and bumpy. Can you think of a reason? Isn't it cool that God designed it that way? And you know He didn't just design it that way because it was cool looking, right? God designs all of this with a purpose, right? So, God uses the fold design quite a bit inside our body to make better use of the space. The increase in the surface area turns out to be very important. The cerebral cortex contains cells. There's all kinds of cells in here that give, receive, and handle information in these little cells that we call neurons. How cool is that? So every little bit of these little lines and this little squirmy stuff, can you see it? Every little bit. Look at them. Can you see them real close right there? Can you see all that? Every single little inch God designed with a very special purpose. And it all works together to communicate with the rest of our body. Let's see. Your brain and your spinal cord are receiving billions of messages all the time. So you can't really say you're bored. Like, you might think you're bored, but your brain and your stem, they are not bored because they are receiving billions of messages all the time. They're receiving signals from skin and joints as to their locations and what their temperature is. They're receiving signals from my stomach on how the processing of breakfast is coming along, right? They're receiving messages from our blood vessels about our blood pressure. Have you ever even thought about that before? Oh my goodness. From the back and the leg muscles to maintain posture. Like when we do our pledges at the very beginning and we're standing nice and tall, right? Good posture, right? Messages, communicating. Let's see what else I have here highlighted in my notes. Your eyes and your ears are interacting with your brain all the time about the environment around you. Hearing things, seeing things. Can you hear that? I'm hearing all kinds of things. The birds singing, the frogs chirping, my air conditioner running. Praise the Lord for air conditioning, right? I can hear it running. I can hear the breeze blowing. My stomach is processing my coffee from earlier. All of that is happening. My lungs are breathing. My diaphragm is working so I can speak words to you. And if I happen to have every thought about that and make it happen, no. It's right here in the command center. How cool is that? They're receiving about 1 million different messages every second. 1 million messages every single second. You just didn't know how busy you are, did you? So see, you're not bored. You can never again say that you are bored because you're actually very busy. Now, thankfully, God designed the nervous system so that many of these incoming signals are not transmitted all the way to the brain. Many of them are filtered out by the central nervous system, and then the central nervous system does its job. For example, without even thinking, we keep breathing in and out, and we can give all that thanks to the brain stem that's taking messages from the cerebellum and the cerebral. So, God is such an amazing creator, right? Every single little bit. Wow. Doesn't it amaze you? I mean, I hope it amazes you as we're learning these things at just how amazing our God is. Because it's things that we don't even think about, that He just makes work together for our good. For our good. Such an amazing creator. Now, in that, He created us to be able to count, right? And to do math as well. Now, let me do a time check real quick. See what time we got. Oh, it is 10 o'clock. Our time is up. But before we go, let's just do a little bit of counting. We'll work on our diagramming sentences tomorrow. But let's look at our clock again today. Do you remember what this was? This is the minute hand, right? What hand was this? This was the hour hand. How many minutes are in an hour? Come on, guys. How many minutes are in an hour? I told you yesterday. 60, that's right. How many seconds are in a minute? 60. And if you look back through your notes from a few weeks ago, you'll see in our timeline which group of people from the past developed that 60-minute counting for time. All right, I'm not going to tell you. You got to look back, find out who it is. All right, so 60 minutes in every hour. See how that red hand moves? Every time this goes all the way around, the shorthand ends up at another hour, right? Every time, watch it. Look at how cool that is. 60 minutes. Now, it feels like time goes as fast as I was turning it, but it doesn't. That's not how fast it goes. But it feels that way. So, minute hand, hour hand. So, if this is on, let's say, right here, it is 4 o'clock, right? It's 4 o'clock. If this moves down here, well, this is the 30-minute mark, so it would be 4:30, because that's halfway. 4:30. So it's halfway to 60. You got me? You with me? If there's 60 of these and this is halfway, this is 30. And you can see it real small right there. You guys see it? That's 30. If it keeps going, then it's 5 o'clock, right? So, here you go. Trick question. If I only move it here, what do I have? Oh boy, now we're going to start talking about some fractions. So, if this all the way is 60 and halfway is 30, if I back up to half of half, what would that be? 15. Good. So now it's 5:15. And as time goes on, it becomes 5:30. Good. What would it be right here? What would that next 15 section be? 45. Good. And as it moves on to 60, now it is 6 o'clock. All right? So there is your work on telling time today. Listen to me. Don't just count on digital clocks. You need to know how to tell time by a regular tick-tock clock. Okay? You need to know where the seconds are and the minutes so that you know how to tell time. Okay? God is a God of order. God is a God of order. He puts numbers in order for us. He teaches us how to read them. Every single thing that you are learning in your schoolwork is important. And God is at the center of every single bit of it, right? Okay. Now, do your best today. I want you to give your teachers and your parents your very best in your schoolwork. I love you guys. Kiss in hand. Let me see them. Let me see those kissing hands. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, 9 o'clock, right back here in Miss Kim's classroom. Bye.